Hello and welcome. Well, my name's Kathy A, and yes, it's yet another Temu order. It might be my last one, I don't know. It's really such an impulse site, it really is. And I'm not in the position right now at this time of the year to be an impulse shopper. I'm really trying to go minimal this year, so this is not a good habit to have. Now this bag came all ragtag dog-eared and did not have a fragile sticker on it. There was stuff sticking out of the edge, and believe it or not, there was actually a mirror in this particular bag, so they just stuffed a whole bunch of stuff in here. I got jewelry. I did a whole one-face makeover here. All this stuff is from Temu. Now Temu doesn't have their own brand. They are actually curators or distributors. They gather products from around Chinese factories, some high-end, some junky, and they sell for them. They sell on their behalf. They're kind of like agents pretty much for these factories. Factories have excess products in their warehouses, need to get rid of them. You can go on the website on your desktop computer. You don't have to go by the phone and download the app. If you want to get their discounts, they make you download their app. The app is safe. I've used it. I'll probably uninstall it pretty soon, but if you install the app, you can get a lot of discounts and things like that. It is quite easy to use. Also, too, if you need to return something, you have to use your phone to take a picture of the item to send it to them if there's a problem with a product, which I had a couple in this order. It's the first time I've had a problem with things in the order. So I bought a variety of stuff, some jewelry, some household stuff, and some makeup in this particular grouping. I think it's a lot more interesting than my previous ones. I think this is my third or fourth order from them. Now, you know, when I need something, I run out, I usually go to a local store and pick it up, or I'll check it on Amazon to see if they have it, because sometimes Amazon will deliver it within a couple of days. Temu is a different kind of shopping. It's more of an impulse shopping, and it's really kind of deadly. You know, if you're trying to go a little bit more minimalist, like I think that's going to be a trend this year, is people are going to go more minimalist, more use up what you have, bring in less stuff, have less stuff, you know, and I think that that's a really healthy thing. I think we should stop looking at things and having things and start having experiences and talking to each other and being with other people. So my philosophy has completely changed this year. I've become a little bit more spiritual, a little bit more less materialistic. Is that the word? Now, I'm still a makeup lover. I love to show things. I'll probably do maybe a weekly get ready with me for work, because I have so much makeup. I like to use different products each day, different techniques, different brushes, different eyeshadow colors. So I'll be doing things like that, and I will still be doing my faves and flops. But today's video is all about Temu, and I want to start off with some of the household items I picked up. Now this is a mini sealer, and it takes a couple of AA batteries, and this was $1.69. I want to show you how this works. Now this is an open bag, and basically it's got a little cover here, and you literally just run this. I don't know if it's always going or what, but you run it from side to side and it seals your bag, so you can't get it open. Alright, now I can't get it open. So you have to cut it open next time you want it open, but it works really well. I don't know if it's always on, because they tell you in between sealing you have to push up this thing to keep this from leaning against the heater. Or you can take the batteries out, I guess, if you're going to have it in a drawer for a while. But it seals this bag perfectly. So if you have chips or crackers or cookies, you know how, you know, they sometimes have really, the bags tear really bad. This worked really well. But it did take two AA batteries that don't come with it. But it was only like, what, $1.69? And it works just as well in a small bag as a big bag. Anything you want to put, you know, bag of nuts I had in the other day, my coffee, you can seal it across. Just remember that once you seal it, it doesn't open and reclose. You know, you have to cut it open because it won't pull apart at all. It's sealed. So that's a really cool thing, and that was definitely worth it. And after I talk about all of the items today, I will be showing you what they look like as the ad on Temu, so you can look for them. You know, there is a search bar on the home page of Temu, so you can put in, you know, like mini sealer, and this will come up, and you'll see. One sneaky thing I have seen them do is they are raising the prices by anything from a penny to $1 to 20 cents on these items just in a matter of weeks. I've noticed the prices have gone up a little bit. So even from when I first made my very first order a few months ago when they launched, I think they'd only been in business for 3 or 4 weeks when I placed my first order, and the stuff was so dirt cheap, and everything has gone up in price since then. So, okay, let's continue with the household stuff. Now this is actually from my car, and I don't know if you're like me, but like the inside windshield, I can't reach it. And you know, I'll grab like a tissue and I'll lean with my seatbelt on. I'll lean and I'll try to get like a little bit of the windshield on the inside done. And this thing, you literally can do the windshield, the whole windshield. You can even reach the passenger side all the way down to the bottom and all the way up to the top. And the cool thing about this is that it's a microfiber cloth on here, and you can wash this and put it back on. So I think this is an awesome little thing. I believe it was $2.19. It's now $2.49, so they have raised the price on it. And I just think that things like this are so cool. You know, I don't just buy makeup. I mean, I have a life too, you know, and I have a car. All right. This little device is kind of interesting, but you can't guess what it is. I didn't know, you know, because when I opened the package, I'm like, what is this? You know, and then I pulled it out and I realized it's a measuring tape. And you have a little button here, which will pull it right back in. This is a cute little device to have, and it's not electric or anything. It just automatically will do this. It'll hold so you can get your measurement, and then once you push that button in, it retracts back in. So that's really nice, that little measuring tape. Now this is a battery tester, and I just want to show you how it works. You have to put the positive side. You put the positive side like this, and you push this down, and it'll tell you whether or not this thing works or not. You can check your batteries in your drawer, you know. I have loose batteries in the drawer, and I know that's not good. I've seen the fire videos on YouTube of people who left batteries in their drawer and the opposite ends touched in different batteries and it sparked and it caused fires and stuff. This is really cute, and this was so inexpensive. And it has like settings for all different sizes of batteries. You can adjust it for tiny ones. You can go bigger for the D batteries, C batteries, even the 1.5 volts on the top, AA's, AAA's. So it's a nice little thing, and it's not itself battery operated. I think it pulls power from this to make itself work. So if you've got a weak battery, it's going to be a little bit weaker after you put it through here. But what a cute little thing. And if you have like a junk drawer with a bunch of batteries in it, you can test them to see which ones you really need to kind of get rid of. I've got to show you these, and I bought these for the silliest reason. These are like, you know, pads you put in your shoes so that you have a softer cushioned walk, but I want to show you the ad, and I bought these so I could show you the ad. Here's the ad. It's like walking on what? I guess it's kind of a soft feeling, but I'd hate to think that this is supposed to be what walking on SH is. You know, and I saw it before and I couldn't quite believe it, and I said, oh, I've got to get these. I'm going to take a screenshot of this just in case they change it, but it's still there. If you look this up, it's still there. God bless them. And I got the 41, 42s. I'm like a size 9.5 shoe. And they do have a spot here where you can cut it, you know, and they have a little ridge that shows you, you know, where you can cut it. Because we all want to feel like we're walking on shit. Oh my goodness. This silicone brush, because I do pastries, because I do pizza, and also basting chickens and things like that. But when you're making pizza, you put the olive oil around on the crust. When you're making those little pastries or pie crust, you can put your egg wash over the top. These silicone things are so cool, and I think they were 69 cents or something really cheap, much cheaper than the Dollar Tree. So I got one of these, and you had choices of colors in some of them. And some of them, the sets, I think were a better deal than buying single ones, but I didn't need all those other products. I just needed this, so I just figured I'd do that. This was kind of a fail. This is double-sided tape, and the way they show it on the ad, it looks like you've got miles and miles of tape, but this is it. I haven't taken any off of it yet, but look at this. That's it. That's it. It's just this. Now, if you read the description carefully, it'll tell you there's only like, I don't know, 3 feet or something of this. So it's not, you know, this is what it's going to be. But the way they show it, it's so huge, and it, you know, they have it at the end of this furniture, and it looks like much thicker, much wider. But this is the tape, and there's no dispenser or anything. This is how it came. So double-sided tape. I use it at work. I use it to put up, you know, my Christmas cards. I use it for different things. So. These things are neat. They go on your jeans. You know, you have a button on your jeans and you've eaten too much Thanksgiving turkey. You wrap this around the button on your jeans, and then this is your button. So when you tie your jeans on the top, you've got like an extra inch to deal with so you can breathe a little bit. And it comes with like four different designs, so you can match your jeans. It won't be so suspiciously, you know, fake, but you can match your jeans, and it comes with 4 different ones. You can buy them individually, but it's actually cheaper to buy 4 of them. This was one of my emergency keychains. Like my keychains are always breaking. I'm always sitting on them or breaking them off, and then I just see the end of the keychain and not whatever it was attached to it. So I thought I'd get something interesting. This is an emergency keychain. So it's got a whistle, which doesn't work very well. It's got a compass, which also doesn't work very well. I was trying to find north, and it kind of stops and gets stuck. I know what direction north is, but it's not finding it. And it's got a little magnifying glass in it, and I just thought, and it's got a thermometer, which shows Celsius and Fahrenheit. So it's got like a little bit of everything. Got a whistle. You know, if your car crashes at the side of the road and you see there's people above, you can blow a whistle. You know what temperature it is, that you're freezing to death. and you can look really closely to see what temperature it is. And it, you know, got a very thin little crappy chain on it, but I just thought it was a great idea just to have. But I think I like this one better. This is a light. And oh boy, this is a very strong light. Yeah. Woo! Hello. Hello. Look at those roots. Yeah, just so you can see, it's a nice light. Like if you're, you know, coming back later than you thought from an event and it's dark and you didn't put the light on at your house because it's an all-day event and you didn't know you'd be back after dark, this is great for putting your key into the key lock. Again, a keychain. This has a little bit more strength to the keychain itself, but I thought that was nice. And you can recharge this. I believe this pulls apart and you can recharge it with a USB. So that's a little flashlight thing. And again, very, very reasonably priced. 10 points if you can guess what this is. It comes in several different colors. Thinking outside of the box, I do baking, so you know you can put this in and pour flour or sugar or whatever, and it goes into, you know, the cup or the bowl or whatever. When you're putting window washing fluid into your car, into that little thing, you can pour it into here a lot easier than that little round hole, and it's up higher. Or if you're female, you can pee into this and aim into a cup or the ground, or you can, when you're traveling to Reno and staying in real flea bag motels and don't want to touch any surfaces, you can use this over the top of a toilet that you don't want to touch the surface on. So it's actually a female urinal. It's like 79 cents. You put it this way, and I don't know if I can demonstrate. I'm not going to demonstrate, but let's just say, you know, this is the top here, and this is the back, and you just pee, and this is the part you can aim somewhere. So if you're stuck in traffic and you have to go to the bathroom, if you have like a can of something, or you know, you can leave an empty soda bottle or something. Men do this all the time. They can aim. We can't always aim. Some of us are a little more talented than others. You know, in the 1980s, I probably could aim and do a little side dance. But this is a great little toy to have in the car in case you need it. And if you need to go to the woods, this is really nice. If you need to go in a flea bag restroom that, God, you don't want to touch any surfaces in there, this is great. So this is a great little device. I think it's called a Pee Easy female urinal or something like that. Oh my goodness. A little TMI here. This was a fail. Why was this a fail? I thought, oh, isn't this pretty? Ooh, isn't this nice? It's mesh. It's mesh. There's absolutely no mask part to this. It is just mesh. It's open. I might as well just not have a mask on at all. And I don't even know the purpose of this, unless it's like for like a, you know, a Halloween costume or something. But this is not a mask that will stop COVID-19, okay? This is a mesh piece of fabric with two ear things on it. I couldn't believe it when I put it on. I thought, you can there's no protection here, but it's awful pretty, isn't it? I guess it's a mask you put on your mask. Fail. All right, these are sandpaper sticks, otherwise known as nail files. These are nail files, and they are, I think, a 180 grit. And you can get different designs. Boy, these things do the job. Yeah, I needed some, you know, for work. Everybody in an office needs one of these because you break your nail pulling open the files that are too tight, and you try to pull out a thing and your nail gets slit by one of the papers, and then you've got to do this, and then your boss walks in while you're doing this like you're doing nothing at all. And really nice grid, and you can get different designs in this. This is a 10 pack, very, very inexpensive. They also had like 5 packs, and then they had a pack of assorted different grids. So by grids I mean like really smoother or really harsher, gritty, sandpapery. So they're kind of like sandpaper sticks, but they are nail files, and I thought they were really nice. This is a 10 by mirror, and it's really bright. It's really bright. Hello. Hello. Oh my God. I see my DNA. And I can see Mary and Johnny and Sally helping her mom. This is a rotating 10 by mirror. And it was what? I think like $4 and something. I was like, oh my God, this is wonderful. And there were only a few left of this. They had a 7 by, they had a 5 by, and then they have another style that has a long tube. You connect it to the wall and you can pull it, you know, in different directions. Like if you're in the bathroom and you want to, you know, do your makeup in the bathroom. But this one has the suction cup on the bottom, and you can, because I use my regular, you can use like a regular mirror, and then I can look here if I really need to see how badly I put that mascara on. That's going to be it. Yeah. So, yeah, this is great. It uses 3 AAA batteries, and it has a button up here where you can turn it on or off. But it's a 10 by mirror, and I'm so lazy. I don't want to flip over my 8 by and normal because I'm always messing up the mirror, or I'm messing things. I'd rather just have this here. I can pick it up, look at it. It's got the light, and it is a very bright daylight, sunny, white light. You can see the actual tone. You can get in there to get, you know, fallout. You can get, you know, eyes. I call it eye snot. Eye junk, you know, out of your eyes. You can check your nose. I mean, you can really, it is, and you can see so close up with this 10 by. It's really nice. I'm really surprised it didn't smash in this silly bag they sent it in. Oh my God, this was a great deal. Great deal. This is called Wedding Hair, and I did use it in my makeup tutorial, which I will show. When I get to the makeup, I'll show the makeup tutorial real quick. But this is wedding hair. You stick it on the back, and it has tendrils, so they stick down. It's a little nicer looking than the usual rat toppers. You know, just put it, just make sure you pin it, you know, and then you can keep it in. I had one on like this, and I didn't double it up because I liked it just like this, and it fell down while I was talking to somebody. It just went down on the ground. And like I said, I'm in a very conservative office, and I was talking to somebody and my hair fell off and went on the ground, and the lady looked down and then looked back at me, and I don't know if she thought I must have been dipping into the corpse makeup or what. Well, anyway. The tendrils are really nice on this, and I think as this goes, I think it was extremely inexpensive. It's called Wedding Hair. The next thing for home use is, these are soap sheets. It's a soap sheet, so you put this in your hand, put a little water in, and you soap it up, and it's a soap sheet, and it dissolves completely. And I thought it'd be really nice for travel, or, you know, just to have in the car. You need to wash your hands. You can actually, you know, put some of your bottled water on your hand with these, and you can wash your hands. And it's nice. I think you get 12 sheets in this, and they have several different flavors. I got the rose scented one, but it's not very rose scented. I don't know what kind of smell it is, but it's more chemistry. It's not like rose. So the rose is not like rose. It's not unpleasant, but it doesn't smell like rose. It smells like a men's aftershave. I don't know, maybe they messed up at the factory. Maybe that's why they were only like, I don't know, 79 cents or whatever. But these were sheets of soap. Okay, should I do jewelry next or makeup? Let's do jewelry because there's quite a lot here. And I'll have to say that jewelry on Temu is unbelievably cheap. Inexpensive. This is a bracelet with the infinity symbol on it. And of course, these things are not like sterling silver. They're not beautiful, you know, product. These are not made out of the finest products. These are like, if you want to look nice for the evening, probably not more than one evening, you can put these on. And a concern with a lot of people is, well, when you wear cheap jewelry, God knows what this is made out of. Cat food tins or something, I don't know. But it looks pretty on the outside. If you are concerned about nickel or cheap cat tin metal that they made this out of and coated it with something, there is a shield you can paint on cheap jewelry so that it makes a barrier between your skin and the jewelry. And it's good for people who have allergies to nickel and other cheap jewelry byproducts. It's called El Protect or Le Protect. And it's like a nail polish, really. You just paint it on to the clasp or whatever's touching your skin and let it dry for 30 minutes, and it will put that shield on. This is a bracelet. Pretty, you know, pretty bracelet. I also couldn't resist. I had to get these backings. These are like for, and they're sealed. One of those sealers, once I open this, they're gonna fly all over the place. But they're those, it's a flat disc with the little thingy on it for the backs of earrings, because I always lose them. And if you have earrings that are stud earrings that just go straight in, these are great. It's always good to have a bunch, and I think this whole package was like $1 or something for all of them. And I think there's 100 in here or 50 in here. Yeah, there's enough here for all my earrings. So, and it's good because I'm always losing them. And a lot of times if I'm on the phone at work, it pushes my earring back and it pushes out of the backing, and the backing falls, and then eventually my earring falls out later. I find it in my coat, in my car, on the floor. Sometimes I don't find it at all. So it's good to have some of these in my drawer at work and also at home, and I think it's a really good idea to have backups of these earring backs. These are famous painting earrings, and I'm going to show you this because it's so cool. Look at this. Those are Van Gogh, or Van Gogh, as they say in Europe. This is the Starry Night one, which I just love this. I think it's beautiful. Very inexpensive. Their earrings averaged $1 to $1.07. Some of the earrings were 70 cents. I can't quite believe it, you know, and these are the same earrings you run into in Target and in you know, other stores, Walmart, of course, you know, but there are a lot more there. So I think, and just some of the designs are just beautiful. And I am wearing the triple moonstone earrings. see them. Yeah, really, really nice earrings. Those are the moonstones. These are what they call the hollow hearts. Let's see if I can get these out of the package. I hope you can see them. Really, really cute, really pretty. For Valentine's Day. But the stones are not bad. They are, of course they're not real turquoise, but they look very authentic. They do have some line ridges in them, so they look like they're real turquoise. So they did a pretty good job at faking it. And these are amethyst earrings. Amethyst is my birthstone, but I think actually they're not as amethysty. I think these are more the June shade. What is the June one called? Yeah, I think these are more the June colors. But I'm an amethyst. I'm February. And then they had sets where you could get three pairs for like $1. And they were silver, and of course these are ones you're probably going to want to coat these. But I just thought these were really nice. There is a duplicate pair in here. The moons are a duplicate pair. It's not what they showed, but you know, I still think it was a pretty good deal. So this is the necklace, and these are the two earrings. They are matchy-matchy, very old school, but I thought the design was pretty. I thought it was a really pretty little design. And this is a ring which it's got a kind of an unusual stone in it and amethyst stones on the side, but it just looks like a blob to me. I actually didn't like this ring at all. This is a size 7 and I wear 6.5. 6 is too small, 7's too big. So you can see it. And they don't like adjust. They're not like those kind. But this was very inexpensive. I just thought it was something different. I'm not really a ring wearer. I mean, I wore a wedding ring when I was married, but not really a ring wearer because it gets caught on things when I'm working or if I'm doing crafts. But this was kind of an interesting design. This is a necklace that you're supposed to put around like that. It looked better on the model, I think, because she had more room to do this. This was an interesting design. Yeah, these are supposed to go into your ear and twirl through until you hit this, and then they're like spirals, and there's no clasp at the bottom. I would put something on it, I think, to keep it in, but that's what it looks like. Kind of an interesting spiral earrings, they're called. I had a fail on the earrings. These. They look so good in the ad, and they don't fall in the right place. You can see they're awkwardly placed. They're not centered on the center but I can take some pliers, I think, and move them into the center bead, but I actually returned, well, I tried to do a return. If you do a return with Temu, if the item's very inexpensive, they generally would just credit you or refund you, and you get to keep the item. So it's kind of a trust that they have with you, which surprised me. But I mean, this really has a problem. It's a defective. So these were nice. Those were vintage gold and silver. All right, let's get into makeup. And I think what I'll do is show you a full face of Temu makeup. So here is the final look using just 95% makeup from Temu. I like the eyeshadow palette. I still have to wear it throughout the day, and then later when I do my main Temu review, I will talk to you about whether or not these shades lasted, or faded away. And I can tell you though, they went on really nicely. They remind me a lot of the Rimmel series that came out. Remember the Rimmel eyeshadows? They were all the rage a few years ago. Everybody liked certain ones. This reminds me of that formulation, and there's some really good basic colors. You can do a nice, like I said, I'm in a conservative office. You can do a really nice basic eye and then add a little bit of pop for some color. The pop colors, I don't think were that poppy though. Let me just see what this one's going to do. Let me just see. Yeah, the poppy colors aren't so poppy, and I bought this because I like that. Yeah, it's much lighter on your hand than it is in the pen, which indicates to me that these are not very pigmented. So we'll see what the lasting power is. Sometimes if they're not too pigmented, they're actually easier to work with, and I found these are much easier to work with than some of the higher end eyeshadows that are so pigmented. I mean, you just put a touch on your eye and it's like this blob that you have to really work around and blend out and everything. These, it takes a little while to build them up, but they look nice. You know, it's slow nice. Slow wins the race, slow and steady wins the race. And there's a nice variety of colors in this particular one. I think this is C, number C. Now this is one of the 12 lip liners that I got. They're aloe infused. And aside from not really knowing what shades, because the cap and the color of the pencil are nowhere near each other, that's a little confusing. So I don't really like that. But the lip liner itself works nicely, and you can use it as a base lipstick as well, and then put a gloss over the top in a pinch. This butter gloss, very, very nice. It's not sticky. It feels moist but not sticky. And I think it looks really nice. We'll see how long it takes for this to wear off. All in all, I'm very pleased with the makeup from Temu, and just thought I would throw some on there for you so you can see it. I'm going to switch earrings here for work. Kind of a prettier, these are the moonstone ones. Okay, so this is me getting ready for work. And I look like I got a bit of sun in January. Thank you, Langmani, for that fun little foundation. But I'm going to get up close so you can see me. What do you think? Not bad, huh? For Temu makeup, nothing here was over $4, you know? Not bad, not bad. So now it's the end of the day, and what I found out was that the lip gloss, even though it did wear off fairly quickly, 2 cups of coffee took it, it did wear off evenly, and then the lip liner was still there for a good part of the day, and then that eventually wound up going. But I was wiping my mouth too. I blew my nose a couple of times. The foundation held up pretty well, just as good as some high-end makeup. I am going to get the makeup in the correct shade, because obviously this is like 2 shades darker than my skin tone. Of course, the concealer was fine. That's the Langmani. The mascaras lasted all day. No dings on my upper lid. No crinkles or cracks underneath. Neither one of them gave me the big kind of honking lash that I love. The eyebrows are still there. The eyebrows that I did with the brown mascara, they're still there. They haven't moved. They haven't changed. That was nice. Now the big thing was the eyeshadow. Did this eyeshadow work? And it did. I still think this is a lot like the Rimmel eyeshadow palettes that were really big. Maybe 2018, we were like all talking about the different Rimmel eye palettes that we liked. There was a neon one and an amethyst one, and you know, everybody had their favorites. This reminds me of that formula, so I thought it did pretty well for the $1.99 or whatever that it was. I think it was a pretty good palette. And this was palette C of Fang 12 colors eyeshadow. It was number C, or letter C. You know, the Langmani concealer does a great job, but there's not a lot of product in this, but it's only $1.68, so you know, you gotta weigh it. The bronzer I was a little more disappointed in. This is really not a bronzer, it's a contour and a highlight. It's not a bronzer. You can't use it as a you can't use this as a bronzer. It has to be just a contour only because it's too grayish toned to be a bronzer. But I did like it, and I love the highlight. This did arrive broken, but the highlight pretty much stayed, you know. And I did want to mention that I use these. There's a pack of 6 of these, I believe, or 8 of these for like $3. It's a better deal than the Amazon ones. So I did want to mention that. And I did like this brush. Were those things called Artemis brushes? Do you remember those? Artiste brushes? They had that kind of, they look like spoons, you know? We were all hitting our face with the spoons. This is the same stuff, and it was like $1.60 or $2 for this. Really nice brush. I would have liked a more substantial holder for it because, you know, when you're putting it on, I think you need a little bit more to grab onto. But I thought that was kind of nice, and it comes with its own sarcophagus here, and that closes up, but I have to wash it. So the makeup, I think, was a huge hit. I did like this Colossal one. This is Colossal Lasting Thick Curls Waterproof Volume Mascara. This is the one that looked like the Essence Lash Princess. It's not Essence Lash Princess, but I thought this held up so well. It made a bigger lash, a longer lash than the other one I tried, which was the Sky High, which is nothing like the Sky High from Maybelline. That one, yeah, a lot of product comes out. So I just found they both were similar, but I thought that this one did a better job. And so the mascaras were pretty good. And then the one that I used on my eyebrows was the brown shade of this 5D mascara, Max Fine, I believe. Yeah, Max Fine is the name of it, and it's a brown mascara. You can get it in different colors. They had purple, white, black, brown, and this is the brown. And I used it on my eyebrows, and it's still there, and it holds them up, has them all separated. If you have dark blonde to medium brown eyebrow hair, it covers all the gray, covers the white. It holds your eyebrow hairs up. I think using mascara on your eyebrows is an ingenious thing anyway. People have been doing it for years. They even had like clear mascara for years that you would put on your eyebrows, but people just weren't into that. They'd rather go through this, you know, the lining, the gel, the lift, the, you know, all the other stuff, tinted stuff. I mean, you can spend a lot of money on your brows, or you can just flop through your cheapo mascara and they're done, one and done. It really was one and done. So I like that a lot. And also I like the blush. The blush did last. This is from this morning, 13, 14 hours ago. So this did last, this tiny little bottle. It looks like a little doll makeup or something. Yeah. This color number 1. Really, really nice. Little mini bottle blush. Really nice. I think that it was a great little blush. I didn't like this Pick Me, which was the multi-use makeup. This is just too. It was sheer, There is a little bit of a flavor to it. It's like a lip balm, and then you're supposed to be able to use it as a blush or an eyeshadow. I don't want to put this on my eyes. It's greasy, a little bit greasy. So this was a fail pretty much. But the Langmani foundation I thought was a really nice foundation, and I wish I had paid more attention when I clicked on, you know, add to cart, that I had actually added the wrong shade to the cart. It's like, hello. It's like a fake tan in a bottle kind of thing. And I had to take it down my neck so I would, you know, match. And I actually had to do my ears too. Oh, look at this, is starting to come out. See? The little spiral. It's trying to come out. It's trying to escape. So you do need to put some type of backing on that. But yeah, the Langmani foundation, the Langmani concealer, both of these are excellent. I think you can trust the Langmani name for makeup. They've got to be one of the higher end makeup companies in China. Maybe they manufacture some of the high end makeups for some of the big companies. So all in all, oh, my hair looks awful. Oh my gosh. Well, I had it up. I had my hair up. You know, when you have a beauty channel, you have to watch things like that. Oh my goodness. Oh. I also want to bring up, there is a scammer who is not only going into all of my video comments and commenting, hit me up, or let's talk, I value your comments, and hit me up on this app, or call me here, and there's a phone number that you call. I'll just tell, he's using my picture from my YouTube account, but then next to my picture should say Kathy A Beauty and Lifestyle. It doesn't. It says the phone number or WhatsApp or Telegraph or something like that. So be wary. Don't engage this person. You just report the comment. There's like 3 dots next to his comment or her comment. You click on it, report it as spam or, you know, unwanted. They are attacking all of the YouTubers, so don't respond to them. They may be able to find a way to get into your phone or get into your information, or maybe with the conversation you have, they may try to get you to spend money or send money to get a free package. I'm not going to offer, I never ever will ask you to call me or hit me up. I will say, you know, like if you've won one of my contests, contact my email address, and then I can send out the package. But I never ever will ask you for money for shipping or anything. Nothing. I will never ask you for money. So just so you know. And I deleted all the ones I could, and it was taking like a half an hour, and then I just noticed that they all came back. It's a different person. They all came back. And I noticed I was on somebody else's site, and they got me there. So, yeah, bad. All right. Anyway, this has gone on much too long. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. I'll be back with my declutter video, because part of my minimalist leveling up self, trying to declutter material things out of my life. It should be interesting. Everybody have a safe and happy week, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodles.